Bungie released an end-of-year developer update last week related to an update on Codename Apollo, plus also some detail on what has worked well and not so well in episodes so far, and the changes they're going to be making into episode Heresy. Well, today I'm going to run through all the updates from Bungie about their next steps for Destiny 2. Without further delay, let's dive into that update. So we've got the end-of-year 2024 developer update. It kicks off by saying, my name is Robbie Stevens, I'm the Assistant Game Director for Destiny 2. Over the past few months we've been sharing details about the future of Destiny 2 in developer deep dives and live streams. The Destiny 2 team is hard at work paving way for Codename Frontiers. The new destination in Codename Apollo is content complete, and that means we're focused on polishing the non-linear campaign, the Metroidvania gameplay experience, and developing the finer details of the world and fleshing out the numerous quests you'll discover during your journey through new frontiers. The core game portal activities, modifiers, and next generation gear that will be Destiny's new backbone are coming online. We're playtesting every week, and we've planned multiple summits in the coming months with members of the Destiny community to provide invaluable feedback and help us hone our executions. Additionally, we are hiring a handful of gameplay specialist positions. Our specialists, sourced from the community, will be in the trenches with the dev team playtesting the new core game progression and gameplay systems, as well as Codename Apollo's campaign and post-game as well. These specialists provide us with the kind of perspective you can only get from dedicated players. We are going to be going dark on Codename Frontiers communications for a little while. The team needs to playtest, collect feedback and cook before we emerge again with some details. Okay, let's take a pause there and have a little reflection on that. So it's good to hear about Apollo and it being content complete. And it's going to be even better to hear more about the non-linear campaign and also the Metroidvania gameplay experience and also that new destination that we're going to visit. The hiring of gameplay specialist positions is much needed. I don't know how much crossover there's going to be here with QA testing. However, it is so needed in the game right now given the state of the Dawning and all the bugs that we've seen over the past few weeks in episode Revenant. Okay, let's go back to the article with the next section called Breaking Bones. So Bungie continue by saying, Destiny has a long history of reinventing itself in response to community feedback and the expectations of players. Our North Star, however, remains unchanged. We strive to build worlds that inspire friendship and create amazing gaming experiences that leave an indelible mark on people's lives. We've started breaking bones and trying new things with episodes. Some of those changes have been well received by the community. Like the Vespers host Dungeon Race, the team found just the right mix of challenge and length to elevate the dungeon to the bar set by the contest raids, and I can't wait to watch the next race when Heresy launches in February. Other changes have had a rocky start, so weapon crafting removed the joy of earning a random weapon. That feeling that any drop could matter, so we introduced enhanceable weapons. The Revenant tonics were meant to provide loot agency in lieu of crafting and give you a fresh way to chase gear. But we know we missed the mark with the tonic timers and not guaranteeing a weapon from the active tonic. So we're in the process of developing changes to make tonics last longer and give better payouts on top of a series of bug fixes planned for December the 17th. And also we see how these changes are putting pressure on your vault. So we're in the early stages of planning long-term changes to relieve vault pressure that will start to manifest later in the year of Codename Frontiers. In response to the desirability of seasonal weapons in the short term for Heresy, we developed a new tier of seasonal weapon dubbed the Heretical Arsenal. More details on these weapons as we approach Heresy, but rest assured it's going to be clear that when they hit your inventory they are worth inspecting. These changes are stepping stones that will help us evaluate our long-term plans to create deeper weapon chase in Codename Frontiers. Episodes introduced a new content cadence with Axe, and while there are new activities, loot and quests rolling out at a consistent cadence, this change created a lull in our gameplay calendar at the end of an episode, so for the final weeks of Revenant there's going to be a special pursuit, similar to Riven's Wishes, where you can complete quests to choose from a list of new and desirable rewards. And additionally, we've been evaluating feedback from Revenant's content rollout. We've made changes to Heresy that strike a better balance between everything dropping on one day versus meaningful reasons to return throughout the episode. we're taking an approach where the vast majority of the activities content will be available on the first day of the act, and subsequent weeks will add or evolve the content based on the story. Also, we're adjusting the act rollout schedule so there's less downtime in the gameplay calendar later in the episode, and Heresey is going to be our last season in the episode format. The team has taken some big swings to create new activities that evolve throughout the episode and create big secrets to uncover on the Dreadnought. Okay, let's take a little break there and have a look at some commentary on Breaking Bones. So, while the contest mode for the dungeon was a success, Revenant has been a difficult episode for Destiny 2 with the amount of bugs we've been encountering, plus the erosion of trust between the players and the Destiny 2 dev team due to Waitgate and then Tonicgate, and basically loads of bugs just reducing that trust between us players and the devs. I don't think the tonic system has gone very well, so it's going to be good to see some improvements there, and I don't think we should be too harsh on Bungie for experimenting and trying to find new seasonal and episodic models that work, or mechanics that work within that structure. However, the technical state of the game right now is not acceptable, and there's plenty of room for improvement. Well, next up we've got widening the focus. So as Revenant approaches its final act, we're going to delve into a Dracula's castle-inspired fortress. I wanted to take a moment to reflect on some of the feedback we've received around Echoes and Revenant's story, as well as the hunger for purpose and meaning in a post-Witness world. Now, our first two episodes are a tight focus, establishing Maya Sundaresh and her Echo of Command. Fikrul then re-emerged with the power to create an undead army for one last showdown with the Guardian and his dad, and we set out to deliver on narrative promises set up in the Light and Darkness saga that we couldn't tie off in the final shape. The Kell of Kells, the Hive siblings, showcasing the effect of killing the Witness had on the world and more, and by prioritising satisfying conclusions we want a clear path for bold new storylines in the saga to come. In Heresy, we're widening the focus, story to the Hive Pantheon, and the ancient eldritch forces that shape the universe. The events of Heresy close the door on the Light and Darkness saga, and act as a prologue to Codename Apollo, where the Guardian's purpose in the next saga starts to take focus. Well, next up, let's have a look at that section. So I didn't mind the story rolling out on the first day of the acts in Revenant. I thought the story content in Revenant was actually much better and more compelling when compared to Echoes. Vex stories have always been difficult, without the main face of the big bad, and the end of that story with Maya just floating away, that was highly unsatisfying. The story this time around has been much better, and I'm hopeful as we go into Heresy, especially with the focus on the Hive Pantheon. Hive stories have historically been some of the best in Destiny, and we're also gearing towards a new year of Destiny and a big revamp with Apollo, so I would expect Bungie to come out firing on all cylinders. Well, let me know in the comments what you think about the end of year 2024 developer update, and also let me know what you think of the state of the game at the moment, and let me know how you've been getting on in the Dawning. Well, that is it for this video today, looking at the Apollo update and addressing episode feedback in Destiny 2. As always, thank you so much for watching or for listening. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for even more Destiny 2 content here on Endgame Express. Well, thanks again. I'll see you soon. Well, thank you for watching that video, and today I'd like to talk about Endgame Express Backstage, the home of exclusive content for fans of Endgame Express. To join, simply join up through Patreon or the YouTube membership. You get early access and exclusive content, shout-outs in the videos, access to live streams, plus also access to our exclusive Endgame Express Backstage community Discord. Well, here's some more information about the tiers. So in Tier 1, that is $2.99 a month, you get access to our community Discord and also early access to content. In Tier 2, that is $4.99 and you get shoutouts in the credits of videos, and also you get access to community polls and help shape the content. For Tier 3, that is $8.99 and you'll get access to exclusive community videos and also get access to exclusive live streams as well. Well, the core content on Endgame Express is always going to be free, but if you want to go above and beyond and support Endgame Express, then all you need to do is get access to Endgame Express Backstage today through Patreon or YouTube membership. Endgame Express is a one-man band right now, but I would love to expand into more games, podcasts, more channels, but to do that, I'm going to need your help to make this sustainable, and in return, I offer you some exclusive benefits and backstage-only content. Well, if you enjoy Endgame Express, then consider Endgame Express Backstage today. You can hit that membership button right down below, or you can find us on the Patreon links, and you'll find those links in the description. Well, thank you for listening, and thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you very soon.